Tonight, somber ceremonies marking 1 year since the LA fires. Messages of resilience and hope, but also frustration still smoldering over what many feel has been a slow recovery. And the politics surrounding that recovery quickly becoming a top issue in the LA mayor's race. A reality star and fire survivor announcing today his plans to try and unseat Mayor Karen Bass. And large protests in Minneapolis tonight after an ICE agent shot and killed a mother, a U.S. citizen, during an immigration crackdown. Good evening. I'm Pat Harvey. Rutabaga Shabazi is off tonight. 1 year ago tonight, we all watched in horror as the Palisades and Eaton fires exploded in hurricane-force winds. And ever since, our team has been dedicated to covering the aftermath and the recovery. Tonight, we have special coverage on the events to honor the victims and the survivors and their struggles to recover. And we begin with CBS LA's Nicole Comstock. She's live in Altadena tonight. Good evening, Nicole.
Good evening, Pat. This 1 year commemoration event here was meant to remember those people who were killed in the Eaton fire and to recognize the ongoing efforts to rebuild this community. But many fire survivors say it's hard for them to celebrate these individual wins without also recognizing their reality, that thousands of people here are still very much living in limbo and still waiting for answers about how and why this went so horribly wrong that night 1 year ago.
Unwavering hope and commitment to rebuild.
Hundreds of people held up the lights on their cell phones in Altadena to honor the lives of the 19 people who were killed in the Eaton fire 1 year ago tonight.
He was really trying his best to save the home. I found him the next morning holding a water hose in his hand, and I'll never forget that image, never. To the day I die, I'll never forget it.
Sherry says she lives with guilt about how her brother Victor Shaw died, trying to save their childhood home, alone.
Nobody on scene to, fire personnel on scene to help. It was a losing battle.
Firefighters told us that night they were doing what they could while they waited for mutual aid. I just spoke with firefighters a couple of minutes ago, and they told me what they're concerned about is that these embers will continue to blow down the road and continue catching homes like dominoes. And that's what happened well into the next day, until thousands of buildings were ash.
We also remember the courage of our neighbors who stepped up when systems failed.
During a 1 year commemoration event, elected leaders praised this community's resilience in the face of rebuilding.
The fire took our structures, but it never broke our spirit, did it? It never broke our community, and we're going to build back.
And promised to fight for their right to know what happened.
And to those of you out there that want accountability, so do I.
A coalition of different community organizers are now calling for Attorney General Rob Bonta to open an investigation with full subpoena power into the Eaton fire.
And they said they ran out of water. Well, get water. Figure it out. Get water tankers.
And for Governor Newsom to make good on his initial word to create a Marshall Plan for the LA fires.
Hope is not a strategy. Resilience is not recovery. We are resilient because we have to be. We just need a plan, and we need to know where the money's coming for it, because Altadena needs $22 billion to rebuild.
And tonight, officials said that 7 homes have since been rebuilt after the Eaton fire and that 500 more are in the process of being rebuilt. But Shauna Dawson-Beer there at the end of the story with beautiful Altadena says to put that into perspective, that's only 5% of what actually needs to be rebuilt here. Reporting live in Altadena, Nicole Comstock, CBS LA.
Thanks so much, Nicole. And in Malibu tonight, the city held a gathering to mark this day. And in the Palisades, hundreds gathered to demand more resources and more accountability. CBS LA's Lauren Pozen is live in Malibu now with both of these events. Lauren?
Pat, there's a lot of emotion here tonight, reflection, anger, and even hope. But at the core of it all is the community, and that's what's holding everyone together.
What the world needs now.
Malibu City Hall was standing room only, not for a council meeting, but for a moment of reflection and resilience 1 year after the Palisades fire.
Well, I was very fortunate in that our house didn't burn. but we have so many friends and people that we know who lost their homes. It just feels like such a waste because of all of the things that happened.
The ceremony didn't shy away from the hardships of the Palisades fire in Malibu.
It was a day that marked a lot of frustration as well. Frustration with our government, frustration with our infrastructure, frustration with our insurance system.
It's a frustration that echoed across town in Pacific Palisades, too.
We need our voices heard by people who might be able to help us.
Hundreds came out to the They Let Us Burn protest at Palisades Village, demanding accountability and transparency for last January's fire response.
But they didn't send anybody to us. They had fire trucks down on the beach. They had people from Orange County waiting in hotels, and they wouldn't send them up. They didn't help us.
Rebuilding hasn't been easy for those affected.
We've paid our premiums month after month for years, and now when it's time for them to pay up because of this disaster, they're not.
The fire didn't just destroy homes. It exposed a system Councilwoman Tracy Park says was underfunded and is pushing for more fire prevention and funding and stronger emergency readiness.
Evacuation routes that were never designed for real emergencies, water systems strained beyond their capacity, and emergency agencies asked to do more with less year after year.
The one-year mark of one of California's most destructive wildfires and the worst in Los Angeles County brought out Governor Newsom and the First Lady, who joined U.S. Senators Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla at Palisades High School, also damaged in the fire. Back in Malibu, the community is leaning on each other as a lifeline, moving forward one step at a time.
It's still Malibu, and it's still a wonderful place.
According to Rebuild.org, 720 homes were destroyed or damaged, and as of today, only 22 building permits issued. Reporting live in Malibu, Lauren Pozen, CBS LA.